Did you just see how fast he switched? What?
Yeah, SoulArts, when he got his hands on this game, he immediately saw what this character can do. If you like watching Shulk,
Wait, this is sick.
yep, this character does exactly anything you'd ever want out of Shulk. And SoulArts, while I personally feel that Shulk is like slightly better than his Smash 4 iteration, I think in the hands of people who stuck with Shulk the entire way, this is going to be a very dangerous character in SoulArts' hands.
He's so fast. This is awesome.
He's fast. He's strong. You're going to be seeing some crazy out of this man.
Oh my god, I love it. Wait, I'm just like, I'm genuinely just enjoying this right now. This is sick. But at the same time, you see Soan, up until that point, was actually handling it really well. I think if you're watching this play, it looks really flashy, and you would perhaps get caught off guard, but it looks like Soan's doing a good job to break down what exactly SoulArts is doing and get through all the colors and flashing lights and realize, you know what, I'm still playing Ike. I can do my game. I can do my thing.
Yeah, nothing about this matchup in particular stops Ike from doing what he wants to do. And if anything, I feel like Shulk being better normalizes this matchup. Whereas in Smash 4, it's a very awkward matchup because Shulk was just a little too slow to match up with the rest of the sorties, but a little too fast to be, like, completely impressive as a character. Unimpressive, rather. This game, he's just a very gimmicky sword character, and Soan has no issue with fighting swords. He does have an issue with not being able to come back to stage quick enough.
Yeah, that's actually, I mean, as much as we joke, that is a good point. SoulArts has gotten both of his kills so far off of that forward air edge guard. I mean, Ike's recovery is still really linear, and it looks like SoulArts has a good grasp on how to punish that recovery to the best of his ability. And now SoulArts is taking quite the lead. Ooh.
He almost had it, too.
Yeah, that was sick.
Me and SoulArts have done a good amount of theory crafting about what he can do with this character. And one of the things we've actually talked about the most is the fact that switching between parts while getting comboed is going to throw off an immense amount of players, because you could switch from shield to smash very easily, and that's going to alter your knockback you take, whether you take more or less. But right now, we're dealing a lot more.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, that's sick.
That was actually so sick.
Very cool.
Yeah, SoulArts taking that game pretty handily. It looked like Soan started with a pretty good grasp on what he wanted to do. He was slowing down the pace. But once SoulArts got him off stage, Soan was taking so much %. And that ended up being, I think, the death of Soan.
What happened to the audio? Hello?
Oh, no. Oh, there we go.
Not that one.
No, try again.
Oh, no.
Oh. I love that song.
That's,
Reminds me of the first time I played Diamond Pearl. Well, anyways, just because we don't have game audio doesn't mean we don't have game visual. And we can still talk about this match we got going on. SoulArts taking a sizable amount of damage in the beginning stages. Oh. SoulArts is using this up tilt like a lot.
Yeah, it's a very strong anti-air option. And with the Smash Art active, it's also a good kill move.
Yeah, that Smash Art just makes everything so much stronger, as intended. Yeah, see, right there. Okay, so even though SoulArts got that forward tilt, Soan actually did a great job of using, of saving his jump so as to avoid that that kill immediately from the forward air. So good stuff to him, and then getting that neutral air into up air kill confirm. An Ike classic.
Now just a matter of both of these players trying to weigh out where they're going to be going with each other. The contest for space on this stage is actually going to be rather interesting because, as you've noted when you first saw Shulk, he's very fast now.
Yeah.
He is a very fast character. He has no issue with getting around the stage, getting back to the stage, but the way that he has to do so is still similar to how he did in Smash 4. So that type of muscle memory built into you it still works out nicely. There's also a few things that are still a matter of adjustment for some characters, and that was dangerously close to killing.
Yeah, that smash art definitely made that hit like a truck. Although, I mean, if Ike's like just jumping on you, I mean, I feel like you're gonna get hit pretty far too.
Yeah, and it's worth noting a change to the Minato arts for those who don't know. They're very similar to their Hyper Minato art forms from Smash 4. Now, for those who weren't around for the customs era of Smash 4, Hyper Minato arts were exactly as they sound. They were an exacerbated version of the Minato arts. They didn't last as long, and their cooldown was a little bit shorter, but their effects were much stronger.
Yeah, it feels like both your weaknesses and your strengths are augmented significantly. You can essentially just think of it as Minato from Smash 4 on absolute steroids. So when SoulArts puts that speed art on, he's going to be going quick. And when he puts that speed art on, he's also going to have a much weaker jump. And you saw right there, it looked like Soan was really easily able to punish that up B. Gets him with his own eruption, and that's going to be the kill.
I'm really curious how the game audio died like this.
Yeah, the game audio just yoed itself.
It was just gone.
The game audio was like, bye. Going into game 3, I doubt either of these players are going to switch.
Nah, they're not switching. These are two hyper character specialists.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Soan has interest in other characters. Almost the same for SoulArts. I know SoulArts likes to dabble in Roy. And Roy is better in this game. We haven't seen Roy yet on stream, oddly enough, but Roy pretty all right.
Yeah, Roy's absolutely a pretty cool character, I would say. I personally think some of the hype is a little bit much, if I'm being honest. Because, like, it was day -24, and Roy won 2 tournaments with items on and non-normalized stages. And everybody was like, yo, Roy's the best character in the game. So I'm not entirely sure, but that isn't to say that Roy didn't get some significant buffs, especially from the movement options. And I think you could argue that these are two characters that, in a lot of ways, found the same kind of benefit.
Yeah, Roy is sick, don't get me wrong, but I think people definitely slept on Chrom until they got their hands on him, and Chrom is stealing the show currently.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. But I think Shulk and Ike are actually 2 other characters that people have been talking a lot about, you know. Zero.
Thank you. I'm going to credit that to T-Mags, that audio just randomly comes back.
It's beautiful.
It's less. All right. So we're coming back right in time for game 3. Soan having taken the first stock, however, never count SoulArts out, especially while he's still able to move and schmove with his arts.
Yeah, you know, Shulk now feels like a character who has a lot of movement options even when he's not speed, so it just makes speed feel even more oppressive. Ooh, great tomahawk, forward throw, gonna set up for nothing.
Looks like that, but sitting with Smash Art, he's not able to do much out of it. And back throw, it's still not going to kill, but it will set up for something dangerous. Expecting a more offensive option, goes for the counter. SoulArts comes back on stage, scot-free because of it.
Yeah, SoulArts fighting his way back on stage. Even though he got back to stage unharmed, that doesn't mean he hasn't taken 90% so far in his second stock. Taking the stock, but now he's behind a considerable amount.
Gets slammed into speed art. Don't particularly like that option, but we'll see what SoulArts does with it as it runs out, and he's going to fall right into the eruption. And Sona's on path to win this match.
Ooh, double forward air. SoulArts not able to make a decision fast enough in terms of edge guarding. Now Soan, oh, that jab has been dangerous.
Yeah, SoulArts right now is just looking to try and move around Soan as best as he can, bait out options, figure out what he can do to just keep swinging at him.
Yeah, absolutely. But Soan with these back airs, every aerial hitting its mark, really. Up until that point, he was really proficient hitting every single one like a marksman. Nair, oh, not going to get the up air.
And wasn't in position to punish the air dodge we saw, but he is going to once again take SoulArts to the ledge.
Oh,
and
you're
that's
dead.
The fear got him.
Yeah.
And SoulArts just wasn't able to keep up afterwards. Just like that, we see the set go in favor of Soan.